things popped off. Things really popped off in that interview, man. So many bombshells. Because for me, I was like, are they going to release the bombshells? So many bombshells. But I think the biggest one, and this is just confirmation of what we've always known. We've always known of the royal family trying to maintain a certain look and an image. And I think perhaps the biggest bombshell that's going to make the rounds is, and I refuse to believe this. I refuse to believe this is true, but the fact of questioning the skin tone of Archie. So Prince Harry and Meghan's kid. Some white people scare me. Not all, because some white people are freaking cool, man. I mean, Shaq, there's some cool, but some white people, they scare me. Because this goes back to the whole theory of the one drop rule. Meghan Markle is half black, half white. Prince Harry is fully white. So this Archie, if you do the mathematics, is going to be a quarter black, three quarters white. So you are really worried about what the guy's skin tone could look like, even though you know that this guy is going to be three quarters. So the fact that he's got even a quarter that's non-white and a quarter black, that worries you. Basically, people are thinking that you're sick in the head, like you are mentally sick in the head. But this is why, like, because I told you, all things they've said is everything that I've known growing up in England and looking at the royal family, that these people look like robots. These people don't look like human beings. Kate looks like a robot. She doesn't look like a person that has emotions and can think for such. She just looks like a robot. And all of them, they look like robots, which is what made Diana so different. Like Diana could never exist within that frame because Diana was dynamic, she was different, she was out there, and she just sort of set herself apart. So if you have a personality, if you actually are free and can think for yourself, you can't exist within that paradigm because that paradigm is about serving this dumbass mythos of Great Britain and English greatness. So literally, which is what they're alluding to, is that you're just there to smile, do this, and just put up this dumbass image of the English monarchy when it's like, and this is what I said in my previous video, England don't need the monarchy. All that is mythical. And specifically with this interview of racism, of perpetuating lies, it's just going to just reveal that the monarchy is a fugazi. It's fake. But another very key thing. So I'm just remembering things from the other interview now. This was another huge bombshell. This is massive. This was one that I didn't know was true, but when I now do the mathematics, it makes sense. The royal family have a special agreement with the tabloids. So it's that, this tabloids, attacking Meghan, the royal family, they have a link. So, and this comes from Prince Homeboy himself, which says that we will give you good press, great press, but you leak us all the stories, leak us all the juicy stuff, and wine and dine us. You wine and dine us, give you good press. Scratch my back, scratch yours. And I was like, So now, if you use a brain, people, should you look at the press? The Sun, Daily Mail, Daily Express, gutter trash. I use that to wipe my ass. Seriously, it has a use. There is a great use for the Sun and Daily Mail and everything. I use it to, so if I don't have any tissue paper, I use it to wipe my ass and then throw it away. That's what it should be used for. It should be used to wipe your bum because it's filth. It's filthy trash written by gutter trash, decrepit, useless creatures, like bottom of the barrel, useless roadmen. That's what it is used for. But that was so key, that the royal family and the tabloids are both intertwined. I mean, it's so much. So his security was cut off because apparently, because they had stepped out and so forth, They didn't have security. And who stepped in? A black man. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry stepped in and gave these guys a home and gave them security. He provided his own security and home for them. That's so your own family. Because see, this is the weird thing, man. Is that it just shows you how deep this goes. Forget about this whole royal family, royal thing and everything. William, that's still your brother. That is still your brother. That is still your blood brother. Now, guys, Charles. I may be wrong or so forth, but I believe that's not his son. That's just me. I may be wrong and so forth, but I'm just going to keep this stack. I believe that's not his son. That is not his blood son. But even if that's not your blood son, that is still your son. You know, and that is still somebody that you should still be treated as your son if you had any respect for Diana and so forth. But no, it was deep. Also, as well, Meghan saying that, okay, I have these mental health issues. Can I seek help? No, you can't. Because image. So if you have to suffer, if you're feeling bad, if you're down and so forth, you be down and so forth in your own privacy. Because if it gets later that you have to now be seeking someone, it's going to make the royal family look bad. Again, putting up a fake image. So for you losers out there, and I'm speaking to you people in England who still buy into this crap of the monarchy. See, all the English people who live in England, they're already aware. And I'm so glad that there are people in England who should be like, get rid of the freaking monarchy. Or if the monarchy exists, put them to the freaking side. They ain't relevant in 2021. So those guys who are in 2021 state of mind in England, all right. Now I'm speaking to you other people out there who still say, oh, the Queen is so amazing, the King is so amazing. Do you really care whether these guys could be going through issues? I'm telling you this right now. Kate, that's Kate's girl right there. She suffers from mental health issues. I can almost guarantee you. Because when I just look at her, I'm like, no, this woman, there is stuff going through her head. But she is so for this whole royal family thing, being a princess and queen. She has turned herself into a robot. That isn't a human being. That Kate I see there isn't a human being that has a personality. Hence why I would be frightened of meeting her, because I'm like, no, I'm meeting like a machine or like a freaking robot. So, bro, this was deep. Oprah, and I think why Oprah is so good is, and I think someone said this on Twitter, clarity. Stop it running the push. What is it? Give me the key things. And I think a key thing was when asking your boy, Prince Harry, was like, okay, who did you have the conversation with about the skin tone and who is it with? Who's like, nah, not happening. So the thing right now is, see, for me, I don't care what the tabloids say, because the tabloids of us, they are liars. They lie. That's what they do. All they do is lie. That's how they make themselves. It's what will the royal family say? How they react. And what is so crazy is the Queen made a special statement about the Commonwealth. Because what did she want to do? Hey, we're not racist, we're all good, we love the Commonwealth. Because they probably were fearful of what could be said. Royal family, England, gets with the program, get into 2021, change that dumbass anthem and create an anthem that reflects the arts, the creativity, and the great talents of this country, that actually respects what people, the regular people, regular working class people of this country has provided, rather than this upper class, posh 1%, man. Please.